There it goes. Oh, all right. All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lawliet versus Moon. This game taking place here on Northern Isle. Sorry for the awkward introduction. I reconfigured my computer a little bit to not have my videos record on my solid state hard drive any longer because I heard it's bad for your solid state hard drive. Let me know how these recordings are, if there's a slight drop off or anything like that. But yeah, recording on the solid state hard drive would shorten the life of my computer since I am writing, multiple gigabytes every day to try and get these recorded. Hopefully there is no, drop off in quality whatsoever as things are already going underway. And, that is the end of that, rather boring introduction. Let's go ahead and get into this game as Lawliet has spawned as the light blue human player over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Moon and Lawliet continuing to troll casters around the world, spawning as the blue night elf over here on the bottom left on Northern Isles. This is a light blue versus blue on an ice-based map. And, you know what that means. It's going to be difficult to spot heroes and units or anything else going on in this game. Is it water? Is it a hero? Is it just the map? You'll have to click to find out. Anyways, things breaking down in this game here. It is going to be an Archmage going up against most likely a Keeper of the Grove. Yes, no surprises here. And, this is coming from the WGL 2020 Winter Pro Division, which means that, these games should be rather good and entertaining. Let me know how the volume is overall as well. I think my kids had played with my soundboard just a little bit, and, that makes for a rather difficult time to audio and EQ everything in this matchup. All right, Archer, I'm going to go after the Tuskar Warrior. There's a Trapper. Tuskar Warrior does have heavy armor alongside that Ogre Magi. Trying to take down the Ogre Magi first. Keeper of the Grove will be making its rounds out here in just a moment. Is it going to try and, summons up a couple of units already. Going to attempt to take down that Ogre Magi there, followed by this Tuskar Warrior, as the Keeper of the Grove picks up a Wand of Mana Stealing. Meanwhile, Archmage from Lawliet already doing an aggressive clear out of the Tuskar Trapper creep camp. This is a 5-4-2 creep camp, not your typical 5-3-3 creep camp. So what does that really mean? Does it give you level 2? Actually, no, there's actually another Ice Troll in the back there. All right, so let's finish off with a 2 here. Let's finish off the Ogre Magi. Does it give 2? No, it does not. You still need that last level 2 Ice Troll Priest to finish off to get to level 2. Claws of Attack +9, big damage bonus right there. Keeper of the Grove just pretty much ran on by. A little bit of Forest is now going to go ahead and engage, and we may see Denial right there. Yes, there's that Denial, as the units are going to try and fight back again. All right, we can see that a couple Militia, wondering where their swords went, they seem to have disappeared into thin air, as we're looking at a little bit of damage coming back across. Archmage is currently low on mana because of that Wand of Mana Stealing. That Keeper of the Grove still nicely topped off as well, as we're looking at the Archmage perhaps going to make its way down, perhaps try to get in front of that Keeper of the Grove and get a little bit of damage. All right, there's a little bit of damage there. There's that Footman taking a lot of damage right now. Another Wand of Mana Stealing, shutting down that Archmage from dropping Water Elementals, and you can see a lot of damage has been absorbed by that Footman there. Keeper of the Grove also took a lot of damage, but Lawliet playing very technically savvy, being able to finish off multiple units, as the Keeper of the Grove now going to head off to the north and perhaps try and stop this Town Hall. Meanwhile, Hunter's Hall and Ancient of War being built off to the side, and that is not in the typical location where it would get spotted, as the Keeper of the Grove now comes in and summons a good number of Ents over here as well. Archmage going to make its way over, try to put pressure onto that Keeper of the Grove. No point in really trying to save that peasant, as that Keeper of the Grove down to 128 hit points. Is it going to get body blocked? No, it is not. But the expansion is already up and operational, as the Keeper of the Grove tries to run away. That is going to be a lot of damage. Those Claws of Attack +9 really eating away there, as the Footmen actually get in front of the Keeper of the Grove. If pathing was better by Lawliet, he would have actually been able to finish it off. One Water Elemental, one Footman going to be back home trying to, well, keep all of that at bay. We do not see any towers, and this is going to be a problem. Keeper of the Grove and Moon is still at tier 1, and he's going to be training up a large number of huntresses. All right, a fast expo into a non-teching Moon. This is dual Ancient of Wars with a Hunter's Hall. And well, I can only suspect that this is going to be a big problem. Why is Moon building so spread up? The reason is that he is trying to hide the fact that he went for dual Ancients of War and this Hunter's Hall, and he's going to be putting a lot of pressure with Huntresses before his opponent has the proper time to react and respond. All right, in comes the Ancient Protector now here, and all of a sudden, the Keeper of the Grove with 3 Huntresses. This is not what Lawliet was expecting. Already level, well, the Keeper of the Grove is already here, putting in a lot of pressure. The Keeper of the Grove actually having a lot more mana than you would expect at this point. And now, what is the strategy going to be, as the Archmage does have a Staff of Teleportation, but not going to really be able to do much. This expansion may end up just getting destroyed. More militia being called over, and more peasants. No, tech to tier 2 already begun. This is going to be a huge lumber shortage, as the Keeper of the Grove is now, well, kind of trapped in a tough spot. All right, you can see the Ancient Protector being there as well. You're going to see a Scroll of Town Portal try to head back out. That Keeper of the Grove, well, forced to use that Scroll of Town Portal. There goes a Huntresses and some Wisps, as they are trying to back up as well. What is Moon's strategy going to be? Moon is most likely just going to, well, recharge, refresh himself, and then move on out and try that once more. Keeper of the Grove going to be able to finish off a couple of footmen there. There goes one. Here goes another. Keeper of the Grove. Is it going to get to level 3? Yes, it does. Level 3, and it is going to be level 2 Entangle, as the Keeper of the Grove is already ready to roll on out, move off to the north, and put in a bunch of pressure. Back down to the south here, Hunter's Hall getting up that level 1 weapons upgrades. We are still at Tree of Life. We are not teching the Tree of Ages. This is a tier 1 push, and well, Lawliet now needs to get up a lumber mill and try and get this properly defended. This is going to be rather difficult. The Claws of Attack +9 may be one of the ways that he is able to fend off this attack here, as the Huntresses are already diving on in. All right, we're going to see some repairs coming underway. Scout Tower nearly upgraded to, well, the Arcane Tower. Arcane Tower is going to be absolutely critical in trying to finish off some of this. Are we going to perhaps get some damage onto those Ents as well? Yes, we do. And there's a couple of Sentinels just all up in the trees right there, trying to gain sight. Not quite sure why it is necessary, as the militia are continuing the fight as well. We see a lumber mill now being added. The second Arcane Tower, and what is going on here? Huntresses are really doing a great job staying alive here, as the Keeper of the Grove going to finish off another Water Elemental here. Archmage still sitting at level 2. And well, we may end up seeing more and more of these Ents getting finished off here, trying to finish off those units. And wow, great job by the Archmage, purposely using the Arcane Towers and then allowing himself to last hit with that Archmage a couple of times to try and maximize how much experience there is. However, well, Moon may have actually overcommitted into this location. Militia trying to get into this spot as well, and many units are getting taken down. Archmage, however, still seeing that level 2, as well, you are simply seeing too many of the kills going to the Arcane Towers now, thereby denying some of that experience. Many Huntresses lost. And, well, somehow, well, Huntress is still trying to dive back in on here. Keeper of the Grove is already at level 4 with all of the Huntress death that you saw right there. Lumber Mill is still sitting at level 1. There's a Lumber Mill off over here. We should be looking at some Arcane or Guard Towers as well, but we are very low on overall. Oh, there's a denial right there. One poor Huntress getting denied, and that Archmage still sitting at level 2. 38 supply compared to 33. Low hit point footman now backing up. We do not see an Arcane Vault, Arcane Sanctum not being added anywhere, as once more the Keeper of the Grove diving on into the expansion. Dual Arcane Towers trying to make, well, cause a bit of a scene here, as the Huntresses are going to retreat back out. Archmage going to perhaps try and get some damage onto those onto that Keeper of the Grove. Archmage did not need to drop that Water Elemental. It actually ended up hurting Lawliet, as he, well, that Lawliet loses the mana and loses the ability to chase down units, as we are looking at this expansion, well, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Coming back down here, we should be looking at a tech to Tree of Ages. Moon's initial strategy to try and, well, put pressure and finish the game and finish off that expansion before it got up and running. Well, normally a very effective strategy here, but Lawliet was able to hold the door. And now that we are looking at a Mountain King also getting trained up, Blacksmith getting added in, it looks like, well, Moon says, I need to transition into a different strategy here. Keeper of the Grove, however, already at level 4, gonna get off awfully close to level 5 here. Archmage now sitting at level 3 with level 2 water elementals finally, as that Archmage with Circlet of Nobility should have a lot of things going for it. An additional guard tower would be extremely helpful as well to just try and protect this location. All of these peasants finishing off all of those, owl sentries there to prevent any sort of, loss. Man, Moon is playing so well. The human army, yeah, just pressure after pressure, playing extremely well. We are looking at a Tree of Life by Moon as well. It wouldn't be a Moon game without at least some sort of expansion attempt coming in from Moon, and it looks like Moon will be able to do exactly that. Mountain King going to try and engage Archmage. Will most likely drop a Water Elemental. There it goes, and then back away to let that Mountain King get to level 2. Much more worth it to try to get that Mountain King to level 2. Meanwhile, Ents are now making their way over. There's some massive repairs as well. All of the Force of Nature units are going to get taken down quickly. And you can see, level 3 Ents, the 4 of those Ents just out onto the battlefield, able to put pressure here without much of a commitment at all. Mountain King now sitting at level 2 himself, has not trained up an ability as of yet. Still only has Stormbolt. We don't know if it's going to be Bash or Thunderclap. Tree of Life coming across, absorbing a little bit of damage. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 5. He is going to end up denying himself a little bit of experience here. The check the Tree of Life not yet done, or Tree of Ages not yet done. And the Keeper of the Grove, how is he getting experience? Oh, there must have been a peasant kill off to the north. Yeah, peasant kill off to the north right there, as the Keeper of the Grove still getting some experience now. Claws of Attack +9. We saw how important those Claws of Attacks were. Archmage and, Rifleman continuing the fight. We see Thunderclap, level 1, slowing down all of these units. Scroll of Regeneration. We should be looking at Arcane Sanctum now to try to go for Rifle Priest. Archmage coming back across here. Are we going to get some damage here? Huntress, Archmage could be dropping in some water elementals. Try and pick off some of those units. As you can see, low hit point Huntress. Low hit point water elemental right there. There is an entangle, and then Keeper of the Grove says thank you for all the fish, as that water elemental is going to get taken out without doing any damage to those huntresses. Little bit of free experience right there. Archmage running around the map, could end up getting entangled pretty easily and quickly, but no, decides not to try and chase after that there, as it does also have a Staff of Teleportation. Mountain King sitting at level 2. Do water elementals contain fish? No. Oh. Yeah, my wife has often said, don't say thank you for all the fish. It is such an obscure reference that not many people know it. Goodbye and thanks for all the fish. Anyways, coming back down across here, Mountain King sitting at level 3. Gonna go ahead and finish off some of these units finish off this creep camp pretty quickly. Level 3 Archmage, level 3 Mountain King going up against a level 5 Keeper of the Grove. Yeah, thank you, Xander Dorn, as the Archmage ready to move off to the north here. Now, these Ents have just been taking a play out of the Crypt Lord's playbook, just constantly putting pressure on the Arcane Tower and the expansion here. I guess fish is Crota's weakness in casting. All right, Staff of Teleportation. Where's the Keeper of the Grove going all the way back home? Meanwhile, the expansion now under a bit of duress. Ancient of War is also uprooted. That's not actually what the Ancient of War wants to be doing. It's going to end up taking a lot more damage from the piercing damage of the Water Elemental, the Rifleman, and also bonus damage from the Priest. Ancient of War quickly taken down there. It did buy a little bit of time for that Tree of Life to continue mining, as the Huntresses are now going to be making their way over. All right, 800 hit points versus 1,300 hit points going after the Entangled Gold Mine. We are looking at the Huntresses perhaps going to try and make their way over there. Mountain King does have level 2 Thunderclap, but is it just going to get mass detonated before it gets into that proper position? Mountain King wants to try and get into that fight right there. Going to go ahead and sneak on in. There is that Thunderclap slowing everything down pretty easily, as we're looking at that Mountain King still ducking and diving. We are now at 13 minutes into this game, and the Keeper of the Grove has Tranquility. All right, Keeper of the Grove already with Tranquility. Mountain King will need to keep and hold on to 75 mana every minute just to shut down that Keeper of the Grove Tranquility. Archmage does have level 1 Brilliance Aura, not level 2, as the units are now trying to back away. All right, more fighting back across here. Archmage is going to try and get some damage onto that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove damage is not going to stick. Simply too fast and too high hit points, as we're looking at more damage come back here. Ancient of War actually wandered a little bit too far. Going to try and, purposely root himself in position here, as it's going to end end up taking quite a bit of damage. All right, double priest, triple priest now here on the fight as well. Reinforcements are actually going to get captured by these Trents in the middle of the battle. Priests do have adept training. We are only looking at no arcane towers off to the north here, so that expansion is pretty much exposed. Who's going to come out on top? That is the question here. Mountain King, very low on mana. We're going to see, or, well, it could be low on mana here as the water elementals are going to try to go after some of those wisps now. There's enough priest. Oh, exposure into the back. Riflemen need to turn back around. Could have gotten a quick volley onto some of those huntresses to finish it off. Does not do so. Meanwhile, Ents are just finishing off all of those units here with no problems whatsoever. All right, expansion. Oh, no thunder. Oh, trying to go after some of those units. There goes a thunderclap. Priest, a wisp have nowhere to hide. Mountain King now currently low on mana, and this is going to be a good opportunity for the Keeper of the Grove to try and go for Tranquility, but Mountain King is going to be able to get enough mana here in just a second. Keeper of the Grove has, well, plenty to go for it. Tranquility, awesome ability, being able to heal up all of those units. We need to see some additional towers being built off to the side to try and protect. But when the forest itself is attacking you, it is, well, a difficult battle. Trying to build those towers next to a bunch of trees, only to see those trees get up and start attacking your buildings. Very difficult to have, as we're looking at, well, Moon may end up losing one huntress here. Mountain King is in position. Are we going to see the rifleman get enough damage? There's an entangle as that huntress down to 136 hit points. Well, trying to retreat back. Man, that fight was so good. Also, Keep is running the ruining the lumber for human. Yeah, Moon also having a tremendous amount of lumber right now. 2,200 lumber. Not quite sure why he needs that much. Perhaps can start detonating some of those wisps that are on lumber and still not having a problem. Oh, that's only one goblin shredder working. Wow. All right, still only one goblin shredder working and being able to get all of that in. Mountain King continuing to fight after these murlocs here. We are looking at Tree of Ages. We are not teching the Tree of Eternity as of yet. We do not see any bears. Mass Dryads are here shutting down this town hall. And what is Lawliet really hoping to do here? Archmage shows up to the party, perhaps going to try and get some damage here. Riflemen show up here as well, trying to get in some body blocks. It's not going to be able to easily do so. Well, one Dryad down to 55 hit points, going to run around and still perhaps be able to prance and get away. Down it goes. Meanwhile, coming back into the center here, Priest, Rifleman going to try and engage together. We could see an Entangled Keeper of the Grove showing up to the party. Is going to be able to retreat all the way back. Yes, the Rifleman will be able to fight back at home as we are looking at more guard towers being, well, constructed here to try and protect. All right, Tranquility being used off to the side here. Mountain King shows up and says, well, get out of my house. No tranquility in my home. As we're looking at the Dryads just pecking away at this town hall. 62 supply compared to 60. Keeper of the Grove really doing a great job shutting down footmen. Archmage sitting at level 4. Mountain King sitting at level 4. This is a solo Keeper of the Grove. And, well, it's going to come down to a situation where it's two level 5 heroes going up against a level 7 hero. And that, I don't know who really has the major advantage. Riflemen are all showing up to the party here. No mortar teams whatsoever. So it is just pure rifle casters. And, well, is the Rifleman going to be able to finish off these Ancient of Wars? Perhaps give a little bit of experience to the Archmage. Riflemen, Priest all need to really gather together in a good position, being able to protect each other, but then they don't want to stand too close together as that glaive bounce could cause some problems too. Ancient of War is about to fall here. Mountain King has a potion of replenishment. Are we going to see perhaps a Tree of Life get taken down pretty quickly? Well, another 900 hit point building lost. Now only a 1300 hit point building left. Entangled Gold Mine about to be lost here in just a moment as the Wisp are now going to perhaps try and repair. Well, there goes a Stormbolt. And if it was actually bolted in the right position, they could have prevented all the Wisps from being able to get away. Archmage now trying to back up here. Let's take a look. All of this Tree of Life could end up getting taken down as the Keeper of the Grove is going to try to venture in once more. Scroll of Town Portal should be inbound, but no Scroll of Town Portal. Archmage does not have one, and this is turning into a base race scenario. Mountain King now trying to lead the charge here. What is going on? Ents are now making their way over as we saw what building was that? Arcane Sanctum getting taken out. Arcane Tower, Scout Towers all in position. Repairs are underway. And who has the better position here? Staff of Teleportation. Archmage does have a Scroll of Town Portal. Going to be going after the one full moonwell here. There's still a couple of other moonwells in the back. but this is going to be cutting it very, very close. All right, guard towers providing plenty of cover. Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back off to the north here, and nope, we're just looking at the footmen now trying to dive on in. We are getting double ancient protectors being built in the very far back here, and those could actually get pressured pretty quickly as well. We're looking at the Mountain King. What is that? Scroll of Town Portal, and it is going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal. These footmen are going to be far too far away. They're going to get taken out though, and that means that, well, another 8 supply lost for Lawliet. 62 supply compared to 43. Even with all of these footmen lost though, it looks like Moon is actually going to be the one with a slight disadvantage. All right. Lawliet Moon sitting at what, 43 supply compared to 60. Lawliet really calculating these trades a little bit better than I thought he was. There is a good number of peasants on this gold mine here. Priests are coming back to hang back and heal. And unless there is something you can do with a large amount of lumber, I'm not quite exactly sure what Moon's strategy is going to be. He's sitting on 133 gold, 3,000 lumber right now, as we're looking at a potential walk across the map once more. Mountain King sitting at level 4. It needs to get to level 5. Archmage, well, picking up a Scroll of Town Portal just in case it needs to do a lot of that once more. Keeper of the Grove away from the rest of its army. And the Mountain King, is it going to spot that Keeper of the Grove? No, it is not. Now going after the Ancient of Lores and all of these buildings here. Mountain King absorbing a little bit of damage. Priest is going to be able to heal up, no problem. And, well, the question is going to come down to the Tree of Life as it roots itself and tries to establish this. Is it going to be able to start paying for itself off in time? There's so many Tree of Lives being built all across the map that it seems like Moon can set up an expansion pretty much anywhere. But this Rifleman army, 2-0 Rifleman army with Priest, is going to be a very big issue as we are looking at another expansion being built here. All right, Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 7, Hood of Cunning. Ancient of Lore going to get shut down here in just a moment. And with that, well, there it goes. And, well, the buildings are going to be lost as well. 43 supply compared to 54. A little bit of, well, too much damage onto that Priest right there as we're looking at the moon walls getting shut down and destroyed. All right, are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal to try and defend? Finishing off the Tree of Ages may actually be a very, very important strategy as the, well, Mountain King is still hanging off in the back here trying to take down this Tree of Ages. Tree of Ages down to 1,100 hit points and dropping very quickly as we may see a bit of repairs. No, Wisp now trying to make their way back out. Stormbolt onto a low hit point Wisp, or now low hit point Wisp, as the Priest should be able to, no, not going to be able to finish it off. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. Are the units going to try and engage? As what, Keeper of the Grove now coming back in from the north. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like the Tree of Ages has ended up falling. And, well, down goes this Ancient Protector. Archmage is going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal, as the Keeper of the Grove does have a Scroll of Town Portal, but where is he going to teleport to? As we now see the Keeper of the Grove, yes, going to go ahead and just try and teleport out right there. All right, couple of Ents easily destroyed. Level 4 going up against a level 7. We are looking at this Tree of Life down here. Well, absorbing a lot of damage. Keeper of the Grove, Medallion of Courage, Hood of Cunning. There is an expansion off over here. There is an expansion being built here. And, well, maybe I should name Moon Hydra. You take down one base and 3 more pop up. What can you really do except for try and take down the rest of those bases? This is turning into a base race scenario. Lawliet still has the larger army. He has less buildings. Huntresses are going to be slowly making their way back over as well. Lumber Mill could try and get another fortified armor upgrade. An Arcane Sanctum could be built back off over here as well, as the gold mines are now mined out. All right, Rifleman going to try and finish off a couple of those Dryads. Not able to do that either. As we see down to the south here, this Tree of Life could easily get taken out. A new Scroll of Town Portal is ready. Tree of Life going to try and root itself. No, unable to root. Just going to get pecked apart by those Riflemen and taken out. Keeper of the Grove now back in play here, trying to go after. We're going to see a Staff of Teleportation. Yes, Mountain King shows up to the party. Going to go ahead and Thunderclap, finish off, and get a little bit more experience at Mountain King sitting at level 4. Archmage. Where is it going to try and go next? There's a couple of Ents right here. Nope, Timed Life finishes them all off. Disentangle Gold Mine about 3 or 2/3 the way. This one not mining anything at all. This expansion down over here not operational either, as a Tree of Life is making the slow trek over. Dryad's going to be able to abolish magic that water elemental into oblivion as it gets destroyed. This Tree of Life now trying to change up its position. And how many Tree of Lives do you really need? Moon has a harder scaling, yeah, so many expansions. If this game goes longer and longer, I gotta believe Moon is gonna take it. If one of these of these, well, Tree of Lives take root, literally, they will actually be able to get back into this game pretty easily there. Tree of Life going to get taken down here. Mountain King just shy of level 5 right now. Same thing for Archmage, very close as well, as we're looking at the engagement getting under here. All right, Staff of Teleportation most likely. Nope, yeah, Staff of Teleportation coming in across now. Ents are now coming in from the back. Thank you for the follow, as we're looking at a couple of Ents just trying to, well, get in some extra damage here. Not going to work out well. What are the Huntresses, or, oh, these buildings are now stopping their attacking, and giving the Archmage the opportunity to get a little bit more experience. Mountain King shows up to the party as well. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit of, well, healing mana or anything? True Shot Aura on that Mountain King perhaps should be given to the Archmage, as the Archmage also has ranged attack as well. Units making their way down to the south here. Huntresses, nowhere to go. Stormbolt onto a Huntress. There goes one. A little bit of issues. Are we going to see some Riflemen getting some damage here? Huntress gets in a Thunderclap for good measure to try and, well, get that there. And we see level 2 Stormbolt, level 2 Thunderclap, and level 1 Bash. All right, interesting enough here, as we're looking at a Tree of Life. Why not? Gonna get a little bit of, well, repairs underway. Again, 51 supply over 70. This Entangled Gold Mine has taken root, so has this one. Meanwhile, we're going to try to dive on in. Keeper of the Grove with Tranquility. Going to heal up all of these Dryads. However, a Staff of Teleportation already coming in. Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove taking a lot of damage, or losing that Tranquility cooldown once again. Lawliet is still not mining. Yeah, he is not mining. He has no place to mine at all, as we're going to see a couple of these gold mines will get taken out once more. Moonwells do not give experience. Lawliet now fallen behind in terms of the supply race, but his army is still larger. 31 supply compared to 42. He still has a slightly larger army here, as the Mountain King holding close and steady next to this expansion here. The Potion of Replenishment was given to the Mountain King. He does have a little bit of mana ready to fight back against all of this here, as we're looking at, well, Wisp trying to get away from the Archmage. Archmage is sitting at level 5. Is he going to get that last shot off? No, he is not. All right, Mountain King trying to stay relatively close, trying to get in some damage here. Has to be very careful, though, as the, well, Dryads with that slow poison can cause a little bit of problems for that Mountain King pretty quickly. Units are going to be making their way back across the map here. Tree of Life is still mining for Wisp on that gold mine, trying to reestablish this gold mine here. Mountain King holding... No, now giving chase to all of these units. Archmage going to be coming back across, trying to regroup right here. Are they going to actually count or see the units off on the wrong side here? Keeper of the Grove double backs through, sees the Archmage army, and we're going to see, well, I believe there was a Thunderclap there to try and finish off some units once more. Archmage, level 3 Brilliant Aura over level 3 Water Elementals. Very important to try and keep that Mountain King full on mana. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Huntresses and the Dryads pushing their way through inside the main base again. 48 supply compared to 30, and we're looking still rather strange here. Archmage going to try and drop some water elementals here. Ancient of War are all here to ready and protect this Tree of Life, as the Riflemen are now going to start poking away at this Ancient of War once more. Mountain King low on mana and needs to get a lot of mana from that, well, from that Brilliant Aura. Will it be enough for that next upcoming battle? Only level 2 Thunderclap, not level 3. Added in an extra bit of Bash to try and get a little bit of lucky attacks in there. 42 supply army versus 33 here. It doesn't matter how many workers you have. Well, I guess it does, as we're looking at the guard towers now taking a lot of damage. Staff of Teleportation coming back in across here. Are we going to see a little bit of damage? There's that Thunderclap trying to slow things down quite a bit. A little bit of damage. Dryad's not going to try and engage, and once more, Scroll of Town Portal is going to try and hang back again, as we see more repairs underway. 495 gold, that is all that is left. This Tree of Life is going to get destroyed here. Triple Water Elementals. Mountain King still has plenty of hit points. No mana, though. Thank you for the follow, as this Tree of Life will get taken down. Archmage going to stay properly close at level 5. A couple of Wisp may just go in some for mass detonations. There we are. Of course, well, we see Moon trying to entangle this gold mine, establish this gold mine, and we are now, well, economically speaking, even. Archmage, the human army still is slightly larger, 50 supply or 42 supply compared to 25, and Moon is not mining from any bases. Lawliet getting a lot of mileage out of this rifle caster army 2-0 upgrades. The priests are adept trained, and that level 3 brilliance aura is really what's keeping the priests all topped off and, well, with a lot of mana to continue all of that pressure. Now the question is going to be, can this one Mountain King hold off all of these units and finish off any sort of attempt or attack into the main base here? The Archmages, well, finishing off plenty of Moonwells once more. There they're going to go. And as Moon is losing Moonwells, he's also losing resources to try and keep all of his units healed. Mountain King could be in trouble. Are we going to see him try and back away here? There's a Tranquility. Mountain King, is he going to try and Stormbolt? Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove right there. Units are trying to make their way back over. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? We could see a Thunderclap right there. There is a Scroll of Town Portal. Thunderclap could finish off a couple of units. Repair is now underway. There's a Thunderclap right there. And where is the Scroll of Town Portal? I don't know. I could have sworn I saw a Scroll of Town Portal right there. What happened? Oh, all right, Archmage, I guess, did not. Could it have been a Staff of Teleportation? Like head fake. Yeah, was it perhaps a Staff of Teleportation right there? More repairs getting underway. Mountain King trying to finish off all of these units here. Mountain King holding the door pretty much by himself right now. Triple guard towers as the Dryads are still continuing to poke their way through. Mountain King looking to back up. There goes another Ent as well, as more Ents are still joining in on the fight. Mountain King in a tough spot, needs to back away. Keeper of the Grove. The Arcane Tower should be going after the Keeper of the Grove. A little bit of a mismanagement right there by Lawliet. And there it goes, finally losing a lot of that precious mana, as we're looking at some of those Ents now finally getting taken out. Mountain King sitting at level Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. That is going to be big, as it is just going to end up taking a lot more damage. There's a follow-up bash bit of damage right there. And, well, is that going to be enough? Keeper of the Grove looking to back away. Meanwhile, back across here, full entangling on this Goldmine. Archmage, Rifleman, continuing all this pressure. Archmage could stay back here. And, well, faked TP with the staff. Yeah, forget... Moon is just in trouble now. We are looking at all of the Wisp trying to back away, but there is another gold mine being built off over here. Moon doesn't have any production buildings. He can't even train up any more Wisps. That's how he cannot detonate them until more Moon Wells are established. Meanwhile, what is that? That's a Staff of Teleportation making its way back down. And we see the Medallion of Courage, Keeper of the Grove now sitting at level 7. Mountain King, well, having not much of anything else, as the Barracks showing 44 supply over 48. We could be getting more repairs underway as the Archmage and Rifleman army looks like they will be able to finish off all of these Moonwells, prevent any more Wisps from being trained, and, well, Moon has not had a production building in quite some time. Moon, or what does it look Lawliet off over here trying to finish off more of these units. Again, Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 7. 2 level 5 heroes, very, very strong, but it's really the remainder of the army that is everything else here. There is one peasant that needs to help hold this door here, but that is pretty much all you have. This Tree of Life is gonna get taken out. Rifleman and Priest are more than enough. Perhaps we're going to be looking at mass detonation. There you are. There goes a bunch of water elementals, but still plenty of mana on many of those Priests to keep everything alive and well. All right, entangling up another gold mine here while building up another Tree of Life. Moon trying to find a way to salvage this game, but it looks like Lawliet's winning all of these wars of attrition by slowly and strategically positioning himself. That's what's going to give him the victory now. I don't think rarely do I ever say this. Lawliet on 0 bases, actually ahead over Moon, who is, well, about to set up 1 base and getting up a 2nd base as well. Keeper of the Grove, solo hero at level 7, not enough to combat against the Archmage and the Mountain King, working together tirelessly. 43 or 16 supply army compared to 42. More units getting added. Wand of Illusion now dropped here. Well, you're going to see a Wisp now get taken down. 24 over 40 supply. New Moonwells getting added. But those Moonwells, well, are needed to continually heal up these units again. Is the Keeper of the Grove going to be able to make its way inside here and perhaps, well, try and protect these towers here? One peasant still working overtime to try and keep all of this together. There goes one Dryad, and Moon misstepping right there. Keeper of the Grove may end up losing a lot of mana. Ents are going to join in on that fight. That last peasant going to get taken out. Staff of Teleportation coming across here, as well as the Mountain King just going to go ahead and thunderclap across all of those units again. All right. damage across multiple units once more. Guard Tower should really be going after the Dryads instead of anything else. We are going to be looking... Mountain King gets the kill off on that last unit here. Mountain King is still alive, and that is going to be the game. All the buildings... Nope, Moon has left, and that is the game right there. Lawliet taking this game from Moon, even though he had the lower score. Great conditioning. He had a strong army. He knew that he had enough towers in his main base where Moon was going to be trading inefficiently if he tried to dive on in and turn it into a base race, even though Moon technically had more bases. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.